Why are all the girlies in the same boat right now? From my last post about where are the girls finding boyfriends nowadays, can we debrief how literally every single girl had the same comment? They're like, I don't know, I'm trying, no luck, blah, 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 blah. Like, why are we all in the same boat? Why are 50% of the comments saying Facebook dating? Are people really using Facebook dating? No thanks, not for me. And then just recently, the video started gaining attraction from the men, and they're like, yeah, we can't find girls either. We were told don't talk to the girls, so you have to come up to us first. Like, huh? And I think I should clarify that it's not that I can't find a man. We can't find men, because we can. They're everywhere. It's just we can't find the right men that we are looking for, that we have preference in. So maybe I should rephrase my question into, where are all the good men who have potential at? Where do I find them?
6.5 hours later.
All right, ladies, this just in. Us women have ridiculous expectations. So it appears that I have ruffled some of your feathers with my last video. But I'm honestly dying laughing at these comments because you all are coming at us girls and like, just no. I will preface by saying I don't think it's completely the men's fault. Like, us women sometimes are to blame, but like maybe most of the time it is you guys. Sorry. But anyway, let's unpack what all of your comments are saying, all right? So you guys are talking about how our expectations are too high and what are our preferences. However, we all look for different things, just like all men look for different things in women. Personally, I don't think my expectations are too high, but if you think that's the case for everybody, then maybe, men, you need to like step it up and meet our expectations. Also, not to mention, like, the guys in my comments are like 40, it looks like. I'm literally early 20s, so. But the point of both my videos wasn't to bash one gender or the other. It's like a genuine question because I noticed that a lot of people in society are having these problems. So maybe if the girls are heated from the first video and the guys are heated from the second video, maybe we should collectively come together and fix the problem?
You guys don't really seem to understand the value of words. Y'all can't just go out here insulting people, throwing jabs at people, and then hiding your hand like you never did anything. Y'all get upset with men, hold y'all accountable for the things y'all said, and you didn't even hold yourself accountable. Oh, well, you know, it's both genders, but it's mostly men, girl. Turn the camera off.
My baby daddy went AWOL 8 weeks ago. Doesn't call and check on his kids. Doesn't help financially, doesn't help physically. I mean, it's like he doesn't even know he has kids. And so I'm totally fine with it.
A lot of people don't like dating apps because they feel like they can't get dates on it. I was the opposite. That's why I have to stay away from dating apps. I will match if I see a potential of us clicking in any sense of the word. The problem with this is that I go on the date and it ends up being like whirlwind. I could work out, but unfortunately usually 10 years older than me, so I end up deleting it to stop myself from doing that again. Then I've matched with age appropriate matches and they'll end up reaching out to me asking me to go on a date, and I'm like, who am I to deny these guys a date? This could be the right one. It happened again when I downloaded them for the first time in a year, almost a year, who's counting? But I got a message from some guy and I was like, oh, I don't remember who this is. Call me crazy, but I didn't know who he was because I like to focus on one guy at a time. Like, if I'm going on a date with someone, I'm not going on a date with anybody else. I don't have the mental capacity to be dating more than one person. And then I find the guy when I go to look and I'm like, I can't remember why I matched with him. He doesn't look like a felon at all. So outside of my type. He doesn't look like, I don't know, he's ruined by the world. Like, and I probably won't want to fix him. I probably won't have to. Not even a tattoo in sight, might I add. I look at his bio. Liberal and Ivy educated. Oh, and 6 foot. That's why I'm going on this date tomorrow. Prayers for me because I've never been on a date with someone this good in my life. And if I f up, maybe he'll find me endearing.
Well, this sounds like it's going to be great. Y'all be safe out there.
I have a very straightforward question for you. Would you have ever gotten married if you knew that once married or years down the road, that being intimate with your partner was going to be removed from the situation? Would you have still gotten married if you knew that your partner was going to remove that piece of your relationship? Would you? And the other question I have is, Why do people do this? And if you say hormones, menopause, loss of testosterone, there are solves for those things. So that's not an excuse. Why do people do this? They're tired. They're not getting emotional affection. So they're trying to withhold. Why do people do this? Do you think people would get married if they knew their partner was going to withhold this from them? Which is something that you should want. You should both enjoy. I don't get it. Would you? Let me know in the comments. Let's chat.
Honestly, these comments are very telling. Kirk Milton 560 said, lack of intimacy is usually due to other problems. In my case, I lost desire for it with my wife because the way she treated me with criticism, control, and disrespect. Michael Loggins 3 says, no, my wife is just a roommate that doesn't help with the bills. Unfortunately.
After the whole Shannon Sharpe situation, I'm glad more people are talking about how morally wrong massive age gaps are in dating, because it needs more public shame. It needs a lot more public shame. First of all, I'm 27 and I don't know a 19-year-old at all. Not only do I not know a 19-year-old, I don't run into 19-year-olds when I'm out because I don't frequent places that they tend to go to, right? 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds. If you're in your 50s, your 40s, even in your 30s, dating someone that's 18, 19, you're actively seeking out people that young. You're actively seeking out people that young. Like you have to go out of your way to go find people that young, right? So it's not like you just randomly stumble upon somebody that young and you find out that y'all are, deeply in love. Y'all have this connection because what do you have in common with a 19-year-old? I can't even sit here and think about how to hold a conversation with somebody that young because it will be nothing in common. So imagine you at 40 and 50. You have nothing in common with that person at all. So you cannot tell me you do not have bad intentions with what you're trying to do with dating them. You're actively seeking out people that young. And why is that? Why is that? You have so many people that are your age mates in your group. Now, don't get me wrong. 40, dating somebody 50, 10-year gap at that age, it doesn't really make a difference. But when you're 30, dating a 19-year-old, why? Why? There's no good reason to tell me why. So it's so morally wrong. And I'm glad it is more outrage about it because it needs public shame. We're going to start shaming you people.
They're not dating. It is a transaction. Also, he wasn't seeking anybody out. What did they say? She was in the gym or something like that? Number one. Number two, even if they weren't in the gym, these young ladies on OF and even older women, you see it all the time on Instagram and TikTok. They're marketing. They are marketing. So you wouldn't go seeking them out. They would actually seek you out. And he wouldn't even have anything in common with a 19-year-old other than the transaction, which is what he would be paying for. There would be no conversation going on. The only conversation that needed to be had is, how much am I going to pay, when and where? Y'all continue to try to talk about something that's not even a thing. He's not trying to marry her. He was just trying to have a transactional relationship with her. That's it. End of story.
If you go wash your car and you're dealing with me and you don't offer to wash my car, sir, I don't look at you as the man. Because how you washing your car, you're not washing mine. Or even making it a, hey, let's have a errand day today and we're going to go wash these cars. Let's go together and make it a day. If you just really don't want to wash my car and you my whole husband at home. But if you go wash your car as my husband and you don't make sure that my car is taken care of, that's a major problem for me.
Is it so hard? Here we go. I'm clapping my hands on the internet again. I don't understand why it's so impossible to find a confident, God-fearing man who just has it handled. I don't need you to have all your figured out. I certainly don't. But just be a man and have it handled. If you're asking me out on a date, plan it. Have it handled. I'm a traditional woman. I like I will pick you up at 8, wear something nice. Wear this, wear that. tell me what to wear. Like, I dress for men. It's not a secret. I mean, maybe not right now. I work fully remote and I don't see a living soul during the day. But like, where, I mean, I know where. We're in like the girl boss era where men can't do without getting sued. I won't sue you if you tell me what to wear. Please. Please. Like, I just want the confident man who has it handled. They don't exist anymore. They're hiding. They're hiding from all the girl bosses who took it away from them. I'm not that. I won't take anything away from you. I want to sit back in my feminine and be just a girl. Like, I want to be a girl who is pursued with chivalry and romance. Oh my God. I was born in the wrong generation. I was born in the wrong political climate. It's exhausting. Like, people ask me, why are you single? Because I would rather be than deal with these losers who can't figure it out. Like, the most attractive thing to me is a man who has it handled. A man who will let me sit back in my feminine energy and just like let me be a girl. Like, let me be a woman. Like, what is going on? I don't even know. That's all. That's really all I have to say. Happy Friday. I'll just continue making my own coffee for myself. These boys just can't figure it out.
This may be an unpopular opinion to some, but I truly feel like sponsorship culture in romantic relationships has plagued our dating life and has done a disservice to people that are actually looking for genuine love. And the reason I say this is because I feel like a lot of people do not actually conceptualize the idea of what marriage actually stands for. And when you are marrying somebody, or overall just a unit, right? You are in a romantic relationship and you have been dating for a minute. You do not want to put your partner in an inconvenient situation because it should feel like you are being inconvenienced as well. Relationships are not structured around 50-50 all the time. Sometimes it's going to be 80-20 the man, and sometimes it might be 80-20 the other way around. Especially with this economy and all the turmoil that is currently going on right now, it should not behoove us that rough days will fall upon your relationship, and sometimes you will be in a better position than your partner. And when you follow these things on a straight and narrow pathway, like, oh, I'm the woman and I shouldn't be paying for any of these things, you are essentially hindering the overall dynamic. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I date somebody, I care about their future and their aspirations. I always tell people, I want the person that I'm dating's main priority to be them being successful in life. I want you to prioritize planning for your future. And the moment that you are stepping out of that to provide for me is the moment that I'm going to have to shut it down. And I really don't understand why this is such a hard thing to grasp, because at the end of the day, relationships are fluid. There is not no one set way that you can run a relationship. However, if you genuinely like somebody, you're not going to watch them struggle.
All right, single ladies, this is the kind of content you need to be aware of and why. Successful single Christian women. Here's how to get married within the next 12 months by dating like a wife. My issue here is the 12 months. So again, this content creator or dating coach is targeting specifically Christian single women. And she put a timestamp, 12 months, on when the Lord, I'm assuming, is supposed to bring us a husband. And I feel like that's very problematic marketing. As believers, we know that we must submit our will to the Lord. We cannot do anything to manipulate or to control God's will for our lives. Now, we can go out and we can do things on our own, absolutely. But there's no way that God is going to bring us what we desire in a specific time frame. Let's get into what she talks about you need to do so you can get married in 12 months. So here she's telling single women how to communicate with men. But the key word that she uses is inspire. The truth is, you cannot inspire a man to pursue you. I think a better word here would be manipulate. Manipulating, number one, the will of God in his time frame by first saying that this is what you need to do so that in 12 months, God can bring you a husband. Then she uses the word inspire a man to pursue you. I don't think that this is a biblical approach to dating or just a biblical approach to how we do relationships with people. We shouldn't have to do anything to manipulate someone else's will. So now let's get to the juicy part. Now we introduce scripture, right? And what this is doing, and I'm going to read the beginning. It says, most women are simply told to just wait on God and just pray. And so what is happening here is there's an undermining of a waiting on God. It's an undermining of a biblical approach to how we just do life, right? Because the reality is God is sovereign. He is the one that is in control. And if we desire God's will for us regarding marriage, then we need to wait on God. And scripture tells us, right? Long suffering. God is long suffering. To have the fruit of the spirit, which is patience. So it is important that single Christian women do wait on God because we can't twist or manipulate God's arm to give us what we desire. But if you can highlight scripture and undermine this, this creates a desperation in women to not only go out and try to do the thing, but to buy into whatever they're promoting. What else is very problematic about this is the word attract, right? How do you attract the right kind of man? So a lot of this new thought is entering into Christian spaces, and new thought is not biblical. New thought originated around the 1800s, right? And it's this concept that our thoughts can bring about certain outcomes, right? It's no different than manifestation. And we know as believers that manifestation is not biblical. It's actually witchcraft. It's manipulating and controlling circumstances that we desire. I have so much more to discuss and not enough time, but like and share for part 2.
But the author has a point though. A lot of these modern women are lazy when it comes to dating. They don't work on communication. They don't put themselves out there. They don't want to do any type of approaching or hinting, nothing. They're not good at dating. So yes, she needs to tell them, you just sitting out here waiting for a date, that's not going to cut it. You actually have to put work into it.
I didn't know that it was such a controversial opinion for women to initiate the first kiss in dating, and it is my personal favorite thing to do, and I'll tell you why. Because there is just something that feels so powerful about looking up at a man and being like, can I have a kiss? And you watch them become timid and coy, nervous around you. Of course they'll kiss you. I mean, well, if they're interested, consent is important, but you're expressing your interest in them, and then the ball is in their court to pursue you and to continue courting you. And you've made it clear that you're interested in them. And it is just, one, so fun to like watch a grown man like become nervous, like a little schoolgirl. And yeah, it throws them off their game a little bit. They're never expecting it. And honestly, a lot of the times when you might want to kiss them anyway, they're probably thinking the same thing. And they're like, oh, how am I going to make the move? And so you surprise them. You go, can I have a kiss? And boom, you're living rent free in their mind. Also makes it clear that you value consent and open communication about things. And I feel like anyone that says that consent isn't sexy, they're just unimaginative, because it totally is. Like, I'm telling you, give it a try.
Everybody wants say they want honesty, they want honesty until they get it. Until you ask that nigga something and he tell you the truth, and then your heart in your ass and you sick.
There are 85 million moms in the USA and 165 million men. 300,000 women are men. 234,000 children are their mothers. Means just under 3 moms per 1,000 of their kids and just under 2 men per 1,000 commit. That makes moms the higher perpetrator than men. And bonus round, kids who are more likely to become assailants when they're adults. So if we want to stop men from assailing, let's stop single mothers from assaulting children. The dominoes fall in a certain direction. We can pull the earlier domino.
Can I be honest here? Can I be very, very honest here? And I know for a fact I'm going to get a lot of hate from women specifically, and I honestly don't give a shit. I'm not here to be liked, but I want to fuck about something, so open your fucking listen. There is a new breed of us women that like to literally weaponize every new term that I feel like comes out from TikTok, and today's special term is pick me. Whenever another woman thinks differently, acts maturely, or doesn't jump on this victim, why is their woman so quick to call her a pick me? Y'all love to throw this word around like it's flitter, sprinkle it the frown, and specifically target it to women that call you out on childish behavior, women that take accountability, and women that are just overall a little bit more mature, which is insane. And these are the same types that live off astrology signs, like to base all their problems on Mercury retrogrades. Yeah, I don't even fuck that. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but whatever the fuck. That setting boundaries is ghosting. Think that being toxic is cute and empowering. Being told no, and these women be on their stories ranting for like 3 minutes. Insanity. That's insanity. Y'all are not fighting misogyny. Y'all are avoiding self-reflection. Y'all will call other women a pick-me just because some of us don't want to jump on this emotionally stunted fun wagon. Crazy. Crazy. Insane. Y'all will use this word so loosely and misuse the hell out of it. Like, why am I a pick-me? Because I want to look cute. Because I want to dress the phone. And you was too lazy to go out and look good? And I'm a pick-me? Sorry, baby, no. Take that shit by the fuckles. Not over here. These are the women that like to cut people off when someone holds them accountable for their shit, okay? And then these women go home, burn a little sage over the negative energy, the evil eye. Go to fucking therapy. Go to fucking therapy. These are the same little girls that like to call women that are in healthy relationships pick-me's because the only thing they could ever relate to is a toxic man being called after 3 a.m. And all of a sudden this healthy thing is, oh, you a pick-me because a woman wants to do something good for her man? Y'all irk me. These are the same women that are talking about, I'm the table, but you literally provide the emotional stability of a wet button, of an expired coupon. These women literally weaponize the word pick-me because they cannot take any type of accountability whatsoever, have a PhD in sliding themselves. They have a victim complex. So, like, that shit goes basement. Fuck. And when these type of women come across an actual woman that's emotionally mature, or just mature overall in every aspect in her life, it's like, damn, she's a pick-me. She's a pick-me. Like, bitch, sis, please. Like, that is called a grown, self-aware woman. So now I'm a pick-me because I don't fuck a dysfunction like it's a personality trait. The fuck, all of a sudden I'm a pick-me because I don't base my self-worth on how many people I block within a fuck. Girl, no. Y'all come around a woman with standards, class, communication skills, and bam, oh my god, she a pick-me. No, babe, she's evolved. She's evolved. Because she don't throw tantrums on Instagram when her man be liking someone else's pictures. No. The gag is no one even picked you. You didn't even fuck yourself. That's why you love to use the word pick-me.
All this debate of 100 men versus one gorilla. We're here gorilla trekking in Uganda. Silverback gorilla behind us. 5 tops. Can you say it again? How many men?
4.
4 men.
4 men.
And this is the gorilla trekking expert.
Yeah.
That's the right there.
Good boy.
It be other black women, okay? I literally just got off the plane from Miami. And if y'all want to know what that was like being a natural black woman down in Miami, say something in the comments. But I just watched this video of this black woman in her military uniform with her braids in, and she was saying that black women do not like to wear their natural hair out because it is short and because they feel childish with that short haircut. And I will honestly tell you that it be other black women making y'all feel like that. It really do. When I was in my 20s, I big chopped twice. This is my 3rd big chop. We'll talk about that later. I did both of my big chops with my boyfriends at the time. They were very supportive of me walking around with this much hair. When I told other black women that that's what I was going to do, they told me, oh, girl, I hope it grows out fast. Oh, what are you going to do? At least you can wear a wig. They came up with everything that they could think of to say to me as far as how I can hide that I don't have no hair or how I might be lacking in confidence because I don't have no hair. Meanwhile, these be the women who you don't even know if they have edges for real, boo, because they in a wig or braids 24/7. It be other black women ruining y'all's self-esteem. Half the time, these men do not be caring as much as y'all think they be caring. To be honest, they would rather you be happy and comfortable with you. Baby, they're gonna see it. They're gonna see them naps eventually. You can't wear the wig all the time with your man, okay? And a lot of the reason why y'all even doing what you're doing as far as wearing the wigs, the braids and stuff, it's not necessarily for y'all. It's to feel more attractive in order to attract the opposite sex. To be honest, that's why these girls go crazy, spending all this money, late on their rent, doing whatever they got to do to get their hair there, to get them inches on their back. I get it. But with that being said, it really be other black women.
Because I like my peace, first of all.
What if a woman brings you that?
There's no such thing as that.
You don't think there's no such thing as a woman bringing
There's
man
no
peace?
such thing as somebody living with you on a day-to-day basis is bringing peace. It's always going to be something because you're going to have a bad day where I'll have a good day, and that's not going to be peaceful for me. I'm going to come home like, damn, baby, like I had a good... Something going to happen to where you going to hijack my emotions. So that's not peaceful. You feel me? Peace is peace. And peace is me by myself. I come home, I watch TV, I make my own food, I go to bed, I work out, I wake up at 5:30, I roll over in the bed, I lean this way, I fart, whatever I do, whatever, in my bed, that's peace. I'm cool, I can let loud, snore, whatever. I ain't got nobody complaining about nothing.
Yeah, and
Unfortunately, a lot of these modern women are going to see you happy, and then they're going to try to ruin it.
Today's dating story is absolutely wild. This is why I will not use dating apps again. So I dated this man in 2019.
Is for marrying 3 Florida women in 3 different counties at the same time.
So I met him one weekend in Tallahassee, I believe it was like February, and the first few months were absolutely bliss. I've actually never been treated so well. He would pull my chair out. I would say it was like 3 months probably. We would always meet in Tallahassee because he lived in Jacksonville, or either he would come here. I went to Jacksonville twice. He had his own house. I have been cheated on in the past, so I can remember like looking through, like seeing if there was anything in there. He had a red couch at the time that was kind of cool, like for men. There were no signs of another woman. So what's crazy is I was so unhealed. I had not been through therapy. I was super anxiously attached, codependent. So today I'm scrolling on Facebook and that pops up. I knew him as Del Betts. When I first met him, he said, you can call me Henry or you can call me Del. And I do remember him saying his real name was Henry. So, I mean, this man was like amazing until he wasn't. So about 2 months, he was super consistent. We would FaceTime every day. But then I knew someone else came into the picture because it was wild. It was like, we went from talking every day to inconsistent. He would say his daughter's there watching movies, all the things. So finally I was like, I'm done. And every time I would break up with him, remember I'm super unhealed at this point, anxiously attached, he would beg me like, let's just meet in Tallahassee. I'll make it right. I'm so sorry. I've been stressed with work, So the last time we met in Tallahassee, I want to say it was March of 2019. And we were sitting at the bar and his phone was blowing up. And I was like, answer it, maybe your kids. And he was like, don't tell me what to do. Like he went from being the most amazing gentleman to who is that? Like it was extremely terrifying. So he's like, let's go, we're leaving. And I was like, I'm not riding with you like that. I was like, no, get in the car. So I got in the car, dummy. The new Micah would not do that. And so when I got in, he starts going like 75 miles per hour, runs a red light. We get back to the hotel. He, of course, love bombed me. I'm so sorry. I know I have work to do. And of course, I'm coming out of abusive relationships that were very angry and very mean. So whatever, I needed therapy. And so I forgave him. But when I got in the car coming home, I was like, I will never see him again. I will never do this again. So I blocked him. And a little bit later, he actually added me on Instagram. And I remember being like, who are all these females like on your pictures, like liking your photos? Okay, so more of the story is, this is why women are done with this. We're done with this. We're done. This is why that pages exist. Are we dating the same man? This is why we no longer want to use dating apps. You men are crazy, literally crazy. I saw this today and I was like, rejection is God's protection. I'll never, ever forget that, because seeing this today makes me cringe. All of those women were single moms. I remember he would ask about my daughter all the time, which now I would not allow that. But wow, talk about an effing loser. I am going to pray for these women because that is just so sad. Thank you, God, for protecting me, because God knows I wouldn't have married him, but I'm not that dumb. That's why I'm single. But Lord have mercy. This is why therapy is so important, because I would never date this man now after therapy. Now that I'm healed, he disgusts me. It's disgusting.
They always say that. I ain't catch it because I wasn't healed. My gut, my intuition was at the mechanic shop. We're single moms. We know exactly what we want. Yeah. The same man. So no different from a lot of these modern women at all. No different. Men be telling y'all be going for the same dudes, and y'all don't want to hear it.
I think that's the reason men like women with natural hair and whatever is because they think that it means that we're like low maintenance, which is so cute. Because when I am ready to get it done, who do you think is the first person I'm gonna go to asking for money?
No, it's not. Not at all. Where'd you get that from?
The single moms are gonna come after me, but something about me as a single mom, I wouldn't date a man with kids. Sorry, not sorry. Get mad all you want. But even as a single mom, I would never date a man with kids.
Karen said, don't get mad when a man with no kids says he doesn't want you either. Facts.
What do men want us to bring to the table?
We want femininity, we want submissiveness, and we want a lack of conflict. As a woman, if you're just chill and you don't quarrel and nag, you don't even have to be good looking. Just don't annoy us. That's it. That's all you gotta be. What?
So what is she doing though?
Huh?
So everything I listed basically is not enough for you, but what are you listing that she's actually doing? Just don't be annoying. So what is she doing then? Sitting there?
So-
like you're not giving any actual good characteristics of what you're looking for.
Lack of negative things,
of course,
is a thing.
Mhm.
So like,
Yeah.
you can go into the positive. Like
So you
you can
just
be
want a positive
pleasant.
partner?
Yeah, you should be positive. You should be pleasant. But like a lot of men, we don't want to deal with nagging and quarreling. A lot of women, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women don't bring peace to their man. And a lot of dudes, if you're dealing with a guy of a certain caliber, his life is difficult. He's already contending with the world. He doesn't want to go home where his peace should be and dealing with a quarreling, nagging woman. Just be his peace.
I agree.
That's it. Be his peace. Be feminine. Be submissive. And be attractive enough.
Some of these ladies are so far gone that they believe the lies and delusion they tell themselves. Soraya in the comments said, women actually don't nag at men who take responsibility, takes care of us, and lets us be in our feminine energy. If you're nagged at, you're probably sitting at home playing video games all day. Huh. Interesting.
It's your fault. It's your fault. I was ovulating and you didn't impregnate me. So my body was mad at you. Like, you weren't impregnating me, and I'm biologically coded to reproduce. I was ovulating, so I went out and I found someone else. There was no emotional connection. Babe, no. I like you emotionally. I needed him physically. To put a baby in me. I need to reproduce. It's my biology. You don't understand. Like, it's my biology. It's just how it is, bro. Biology.
Well, you don't have to use a man's excuse. You can use your own. I didn't feel like there was an emotional connection. What one man won't do, another one will. It's just like I wasn't physically attracted to him, so I really didn't want to do it.
Some of you guys are such talk to women, but you would never dare open your mouth like that to another man.
And y'all wouldn't talk to the bear the way y'all be talking to these men.
I like nerds. Like, y'all can have Mr. Cool Guy, Mr. Think He the Prize, Mr. All Eyes on Him, Mr. Flashy, Mr. Hey, can you take this picture of me? Mr. Gotta be the loudest in the room, Mr. Want everybody to see him. I like a man that is quiet. Like, I truly do believe that the loudest man in the room is the weakest man in the room. Give me a quiet man that can sit and play the back. He don't have to say too much, but you feel his presence. You know he there. You know what I'm saying? He just don't have to do too much, but you know that he there. You know what I'm saying? Keep a man that think he the prize far away from me.
So this is what it looks like when some of these ladies don't exactly know what they want. This doesn't necessarily mean that the man is a nerd. It just means that he's got a certain personality. My grandfather was a little bit like this, where he wouldn't be talking a lot. He'd just be sitting back, chilling. But everybody knew exactly where he was and probably what he was thinking. My grandmother, loud, short. I think my papa was like 6'3" or something like that. 6'3", 6'4". My grandmother, like 5'1", even if that. She's probably 4'11", to be honest with you. She's not that tall. Very feisty, talks a lot of trash, even till the day, and she's almost 90. Talks a lot of trash. Oh, get over here, do this. Oh, you about to get a spanking. All that can go. But when my pawpaw sitting up there behind his newspaper reading, he didn't even have to let the newspaper down. They didn't even have to look over it. Just ruffle it. And they know, whoop, better be quiet. You're looking for a man with presence, masculine. That's what you're looking for. Maybe you need to sit a little bit longer and figure out exactly what it is that you're looking for.
Wait till y'all see what I'm about to show y'all. I am stunned what I have seen from this brother right here. This man right here I've talked to many times. He has been an angry opponent of mine. He's been angry at my stance toward you know what kind of women. And he's one of those ones that says, your mama is that color. How you gonna talk about them? Your mama is that color. I've tried to warn him and men like him many times. Take a look.
Hey, yo, you can say what you want to me, whatever. I'm done. I'm done making any attempt talking to black women. Yo, I get off work last night. This woman done lost her mind. All because I don't want to talk to her no more. I remove myself away completely out of this woman's life. This is what y'all black women out here doing. I just want to find out.
And look right here, folks, destroyed the man's car. Now, I know any toxic person can do this of any background, but we've seen enough evidence of stuff like this happen too many times from you know who. They've allowed the satanic forces to completely take over their minds and bodies.
Yeah, this what your girl Jules did. I just got off work. I walked to McDonald's, get me some food, come back, my whole truck set on fire. She done burnt all my clothes, all my shoes, everything that I done bought. Just everything that I own. Everything that I own right here, gone.
How much more evidence do you need? Leave these jokers alone.
But they keep on telling us that women don't do anything. They just say words and it goes nowhere. Okay.
Let me just go ahead and get this out there right now. If a man ever looks at me and says, "Hey babe, what's for dinner?" and like means it, like assumes I'm in charge of dinner, what's for dinner? Divorce. That's what's for dinner.
This is the same woman that posted a video a little while ago that said, "Women, stop going to singles events. Men don't go to these." This attitude that you're displaying is a reason why.
Hi everybody. So I made an update to this story. If you missed it, you can go watch the prior video for context, but basically I asked out a really hot barista and accidentally gave him my mom's number because I was so nervous. So we rectified the situation. I went back and gave him my actual number and we had our first date. And I actually made a follow-up video this morning and I posted it, and then I got super anxious and super nervous and changed it to friends only because sharing my dating life online is a really fine line because I love storytelling. I love keeping you guys involved. This is a lot of fun for me and I thought it was a really cute story. But also I do recognize that it involves real people. And I've had a couple people comment the name of the coffee shop on that video. And I don't even know how they know, but the algorithm is really freakishly on point and knows your location. And so if you see my videos, it's probably because you like what I post or because I'm in your area. And so it just was a reminder to me that maybe not everybody needs to know all my thoughts all the time, which I do know, but I thought about like, oh my gosh, what if this guy sees these things? And I don't want to share everything, you know, especially because this could not go anywhere. And I don't want to get too excited. I don't want you guys to get too excited. So I'm going to keep it brief and just say that we had our first date and it went really well. We talked for like 2 hours. The man is something straight out of a rom-com. Like he's just, again, I don't know him well yet, but like I'm really blown away. So it went really well. He texted me after the date, which I love, and said that he had really enjoyed meeting me and that I was just lovely and he would really like to get together again sometime. So we've been texting since. We did have a second date set up, but he ended up getting sick. And then this week has just been absolutely crazy for both of us. So we are in contact. He's been phenomenal about keeping me in the loop about his busy schedule, and that really helps my anxious attachment style. So I'm just playing it by ear, and I am excited but nervous and trying not to, you know, blow things out of proportion in my head and just go with the flow. So I might keep some of this closer to my chest as it develops. Again, I don't really like to give a ton of details while I'm in the middle of something because it's not just me who's involved. But for now, it's really nice and things are going well with the hot barista. So thanks for being here.
Hey, listen, man, I'm hoping it works out for you. I really do. Like I say on this channel a lot, some of these women you run across multiple times and you just be like, man, please, somebody get them. I'm tired of seeing them, to be honest with you. Like, somebody come get them. I like what you said when you mentioned, hey, I'm not going to share this with everybody. I'm going to share this with my friends. Beautiful. It's not for everyone. You don't have to tell all your business to everyone. Fantastic. Oh man, I made a mistake. I went back. I was so nervous. I had to go give him my actual number. We rectified it. Beautiful. This is what men are talking about. Sometimes we get so nervous when we're doing stuff, when we're approaching, that it's so hard. Men in the comments, hey, why don't you go approach him? I worked out a script in my head. I think she said in her last video, I worked out a script in my head. I had an exit strategy. And so I went up to him and this is what I said. And you know what? Hey, it's going well so far. Fantastic. I like the point that you said about, hey, I'm going to start being a little bit more private about what I'm doing, because some of you guys put the actual coffee shop. That's right. Because they don't care nothing about exposing people. A lot of these people are doing that. They're too oh, it must be here, it must be there. A lot of these young ladies are out here doing stuff that they should not be doing. Instead of just letting you have it, they got to be all up in your business. And fair enough, you put your business out there, right? But they don't want to keep it secret. They want to be all up in your business. I was watching a lady. She's a chiropractor, actually. Very easy to find her information. Very easy. I literally Googled it. It was like, boom, there it is. I saw where she was driving. I said, that looks like this area. And then I did like a quick Google search. Yep, there it is. She had her name on her jacket. I can confirm. You guys got to be careful. You guys got to be more. Y'all talk about people stalking you, walking you down, finding you for a couple of different things here and there. Y'all have to protect yourselves. Don't put everything out there. Don't be telling everything you know. This is what men be telling a lot of these modern women who come, oh, well, my husband did this. He said this. What does this mean? TikTok, help me out. Y'all be doing this. Not everyone, not all women, but some of these ladies be using TikTok for the wrong purposes. And when a man or anybody honestly tries to tell them, they get an attitude. Oh, how dare you? Are you insecure? Who hurt you? Oh, this ain't a man. You sassy. Okay, y'all continue to do whatever you want to do. But like I said, be careful and watch yourself.